Okay, hello and welcome to Lyric Hi-Fi. As you can see, I'm standing on a lift, and there are two reasons for that. One is to show you we have a lift, and the reason that's important is we are on the first floor. So if you have a disability, or even if you just don't like climbing stairs, we're very happy to welcome you here, and the access is very easy. The second reason is because we're going to have a very, very special Linn evening. And we're setting up for this because a lot of gear has just arrived. As you can see, I'm leaning on a pair of Linn 360 Klimax passive loudspeakers. These are a mere 55 grand for a pair. And up above here is the new Linn Klimax Solo 500 power amplifiers. Now they are a mere £47,000. So not only is this a wonderful lift, but it's got over 100 grand's worth of gear in it. And that's before we talk about the brand new Linn LP12 Klimax with Bedrok, and also with a new Radikal power supply, and also with a Klimax DSM 3 Organic dual organic preamplifier. It's just the most amazing system we're putting together, and that's coming for an event very soon. So let's have a look at it all going together. So here we are. In only a few seconds we have unboxed these beautiful speakers. These are the Linn 360 passive speakers. They're a four-way speaker with the array for the treble unit, super tweeter and mid-range unit. And then of course we've got the two bass units. Now the bass units in this are actually driven actively by amplifiers that are built in, but you do need a separate amplifier for these. These are still described as a passive speaker. The shape of these is really important to give no hard edges, so to get an even distribution. This distribution means you can actually fill a room with sound, and it's very difficult to locate where they are. Linn described them as audibly invisible, which is almost true. The other thing that's quite interesting is that these have the same or slightly smaller size of bass units as the previous 350s. However, the excursion of the bass units is almost twice as much, so they really can shift a lot of low down air. Now, the next part of this system is here in front of us. So these are the new Klimax Solo 500 MonoBlok power amplifiers, and the next thing is to get these out and let you see these. So that went well. This amplifier case is beautifully made and beautifully sculpted, and you can't really see that, I don't think, in the video. You have to hold it and feel it. It's very tactile. It's beautifully done. So this is a mono 500 watt amplifier that has a lot of unconventional thinking. First of all, about cooling, where the machining of a matrix inside it guides the air through the amplifier and away from the transistors. That means that the fans, that our fans, would hardly ever run in something like this, and even when it's running at extreme levels. The other factor that is talked about a lot is a thing called adaptive bias control. Now, most people don't know what bias is, so I'm not sure there's a lot of point going into all of that, but a bias in an amplifier should actually vary with temperature and with current and with volume and with the age of the amplifier. The adaptive bias patented circuit means that it constantly is changing the level of bias in order to have the distortion levels at the lowest possible at any given time. This results in having the bias 85% the distortion 85% less than the previous solo amplifiers that were already good. The distortion in this is 0.0004. That's a very tiny distortion, much less than other amplifiers. So when you listen to these, the dynamics are just amazing because there's nothing confusing what's going on. These are an incredible piece of engineering. So we're going to be running these in the shop for the next while. We'll get all this together. We've still got to put together a brand new Klimax turntable with the new Radikal in the same case as this, which looks fantastic as well. And then of course the DSM 3, the dual organic preamplifier that we've demonstrated before. If we add this up, it comes to some amazing number, 170, 180,000 pounds worth. And so if you either want to trade in your Ferrari or just give me a lot of money, you can certainly do that. Or you can buy it all or get it in the drip. We'll do interest-free credit for you. But this is going to be in the shop for the next while. And then the very special event we're having, 6th of November 2026, the CEO, managing director, whatever he is, of Linn Products, Gilad Tiefenbrun, is coming to Belfast. And on that day in the afternoon, we'll be playing the system, and we'll have a few different appointments. If you want to have an appointment to spend half an hour quizzing Gilad, you can certainly do that. The other thing is that in the evening from about 7:30, he's going to be doing a presentation to a group of people here. If you want to be in that group, you can book that on the Linn website, and we'll put the details of how to do that at the end of the video. Or you could actually just send me an email, michael@lyrichifi.com, and I might make sure we let you in the door on the evening. So come along and have a listen to this incredible system, either on Thursday the 6th or before that, and just experience what the ultimate hi-fi system can do. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, it'll bring your music to life, and that's what it's all about, the music. Please come along, give us a call. Hope to see you soon.